Hi, Env101. Welcome to basically week 11 for the discussions. So, deep breaths. This is a very simple week. Only got two major things due. All right, your discussions, which everybody should be following along, pretty simple on, right? Make sure that you're doing a good job on your critical thinking. That part is between that and your own initial putting together your ideas. Those two are the most important part. The copying over of the AI, that is really just sort of so everybody else can sort of know what you're talking about when you do your critical analysis. You're like, oh, wait, they missed something. Okay, let me read more clearly what the AI replied. Okay, so it's those two portions that are really important. Plus, of course, your actual talking to one of your classmates. So, three major parts. Okay. Also, your next citizen science memo. All right. Memo format's important. Most of you are doing that, which is good. We are in the second week of the discussion section. So, as you all have noticed and probably heard me say on a couple occasions, what you're doing with these memos is you're slowly building in pieces of your final report. Okay, so you've done the introductions, like told me about the backgrounds, importance of birds versus or the importance of clouds, and then also your methodology. Your data is basically, that section is just going to be practicing editing out that Excel sheet that y'all keep sending me, okay? Remember, Excel likes numbers, not words. If you're still using words in there, you will have a bad time. You have been warned, but it's on your heads. Everybody's got to learn somehow, right? So, this week, discussion. This is where you're starting to look at your data. What is your data telling you? Okay. Be looking at discussion sections of sort of real papers dealing with your topic. Okay. What a discussion section does is you look at your data, and then after you sort of do a quick, like, how many birds did I see? How many clouds of did I see? Looking at that, and then looking at it, once you get those numbers, looking at that whole package, looking at it through the lens of your introduction. So what does your data tell you when you look at it, like, because you wrote that whole introduction, we focused on like the background and so on. What is that telling you? So for clouds, like, what do the clouds, like, what's the relationship? What clouds are you seeing? What clouds are you seeing with relationship to your weather phenomenon that's happening? Okay. And what sort of the broader ideas, those come in the conclusion. So don't worry about that. This is just sort of understanding what you have. So for your data, by now you should have over 50 data points, okay, in your data, because you should have been collecting this 4, 5, 7 times a week. But you're really at least wanting at least 50, 60 data points to this point. Keep collecting data for a couple more weeks, okay? Now, you start playing with it. In Excel, there's a little summary button. It looks like a funny E. You hit that, and it'll add up all the numbers for you. Okay, this is why numbers are important. And then you can do like an average. Like, once you get that total down there, then you can just average it out. Like, okay, so I saw an average of 30 cumulonimbus clouds. Or if you're doing birdies, I saw an average of 100 chickens, because there are, I swear to goodness, there are chickens running around here. There is also a cattle egret that is making their way over here, may or may not come into the scene. Anyways, so tell me about that. Like, why, looking at your introduction, again, that's the discussion. Like, I saw this many. That's great. What does it mean? That's the discussion portion. What does it mean? And again, this is a 100 level class. I don't expect Nobel Prize winning papers to come out of this. Trust me. This is your first stab at something. For the more often than not, this will be your first stab at like an actual real sciencey thingy. So do your best. Okay, have fun with this. What does this mean? And the way you figure that out is by looking at all those, remember those APA citations that you've been doing and all those annotations? Yeah. Look at your numbers and look back like, oh, which one of these can I sort of use to help explain what I'm seeing here? That's the discussion, the explanation of what I'm seeing here. Okay? So there's been this whole progression that you've been doing, hopefully, throughout the course. And here's your chance to sort of put it all together. All right? If you have time, there's another lab that's coming up in a couple weeks. You can take a look at that, do a little bit of a preview, but I'd honestly rather suggest that you focus your time on starting to analyze your data. Okay, still collect it, but start to analyze it, because you're going to, again, want to end up between 60 and 70 data points for this. If you get 100 data points, all the better, but more data, more better. That is traditionally the way things go. Okay, so keep at it. All right, let me know what questions you have. Thank you again for being here. And the catalog rate has decided that they do not want to be part of the picture, but here, let's see. If I can, there we go, 3. There's the catalog grids. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 catalog grids, the little white thingies. So those guys. And the chickens have, well, chickens have gone away for some reason. Oh, wait. Nope, those are minus. And that's a dog. And yeah, I do not see the chickens. But I did hear them earlier. So, all right. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. Please stay safe. And, of course, let me know what questions you have. Cheers.